Ja, der schon von draußen fotografiert.
What do you think is the biggest selling points for gay tourists to visit Berlin?
Selling point?
The best reasons for gay. What would you say to gay tourists thinking about visiting somewhere in Europe?
That depends to the people. Not all gays and all lesbians have the same interest how to perform their holidays. So if one is only interested in the gay life, okay, then he or she will find all what they want. Clubs, bars, and other special places for gay and lesbian people, that is one thing. But I think the other point is it's very comfortable to live as a tourist because you have the whole infrastructure, you have the best hotels to an affordable price, you have good restaurants, you have a vibrant cultural scene, 3 opera houses, 7 philharmonic orchestras, and galleries and all what you want, and also it's good for sport activities. You can play golf around Berlin on 20 wonderful golf courses, or whatever you want in your holidays to do. I think you can find a lot in Berlin and different points.
In your talks today with Gavin Newsom and I think Mark Leno, did you get some specific ideas where you say, I take that back home to Berlin, whether you think there are things done uniquely here in San Francisco, or from those politicians to, for equal rights, or for where you say you got some good input from your talks?
No, we talked a lot about the financial problems of both cities or states. The deficit in California is high, and the deficit in Berlin is also not in good shape, and therefore I think that we have a lot of same problems, because it is a discussion in California and in Berlin too. What you need are money to finance all what the citizens want to have in education, in healthcare, in social projects, and therefore we need the money. And if there's no acceptance in the population to pay taxes for that, then it can't work. And on the other side, in Germany, for the new government, they want to reduce taxes, and that is dangerous as well.
Do you have any advice to offer the mayor or Mark Leno?
No, not an advice, because he's so clever and so with great experience that we know all the problems in the cities. We have good network structures, and I think for the next decades it's very important that big cities are working together, because we can copy good ideas from each other, and we have to reduce CO2 emission, and that is one of the main responsibilities, because over 50% of the population worldwide are living in big cities, and there you have the greatest emissions and carbon, and that is the traffic, for example, how we can organize a wonderful public transport system as an alternative to the private cars, and then how you can invest in the buildings, and the public buildings, and in the private houses to reduce energy costs, and that is a great thing. And the other big point is demographic change. The people are older now, and in 10-20 years you have a lot of people that are over 100 years, and they need our help and how you can organize it, how you can finance it, that they have a better situation if they are old. How you can manage it, how you can build a city without barriers.
You talk about copying ideas. Are there specific ideas that you've copied from San Francisco?
Copy?
You talked about copying ideas as different cities copying ideas. Are there specific ideas you copied from San Francisco? Or are there things that San Francisco copied from you guys in Berlin?
Not directly, but you can look what are the answers for the future, and then I think that is the main thing. For example, sometimes, as Bertrand Delanoë started to create beaches in the city, for example, at the Seine. All people thought he's crazy now. So, and it works now. We have beaches in Berlin, we have beaches in Düsseldorf and wherever, because it's very attractive to perform a city, for example. Or the bicycles, for example, as an alternative to taxis or to cars. In Paris, in Barcelona, in Berlin, that is very popular and it works. He started in Paris. I can't believe that it is possible in Paris to go by bicycle. It's a little bit dangerous now, but...
One of the biggest problems here in San Francisco, and you hear this from tourists all the time when they come to San Francisco, is our problem with homeless here. Do you have any advice for the mayor on how to deal with homeless? I was in Berlin over the summer. I didn't see it as much, or not nearly as much as I saw it here in San Francisco, the homeless problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a question of the social systems, I think, and if you have special houses for them, you have a special part of the homeless, they don't want to have a home. So that is their life, that is their philosophy, to live in the streets and in the parks, and it is not so easy to bring them to normal houses, but you must have an offer for them. And if it is possible, to have social workers who can make special programs for them, to help them, to manage their life, to come back to a normal situation. That's not so easy, I think. But it's quite different. Is it small number or are a lot of people who are living in the streets because they can't pay the apartments and it's too expensive and they have no alternative? That is the question. We have to give them an alternative.
I was curious, as someone who's traveled around a lot, I'm sure, what are your overall impressions of San Francisco? And is it a city that's almost as nice as Berlin?
San Francisco is quite different than Berlin, and that is a thing, and that's good because it is here you have the ocean, for example, that is quite different. And for me, it's San Francisco in America, the most European city in America. Therefore, for Europeans, it's very comfortable to be here in San Francisco. Okay.
You said, one last question. You said in the discussion today that you didn't think that America right now has the moral authority to lead in questions like this. Who do you think has right now the moral authority? Cities like Berlin, or is it either cities, or is America just not the right country right now, even not under Obama? So,
no, Obama, he's at the beginning of his work, and we will see what he is able to change. Therefore, we have a great hope in the new policy of Obama, but that is the start, and we have not the result. And in other terms, we had the Nobel Prize, and it was very early. We have to look what is